request of this request. Incorporation request. I think that's going to be at the ballot box. I think that's going to be at the ballot box. I'm fairly certain.
There's a potential that doesn't make it to the ballot box.
Yeah, but that's true. But my understanding of the process is that once they get the feasibility study, which I believe they completed, they give it to the state delegation, which is Senator Broxson, Representative Salzman, Representative Andrade, and if it meets the state criteria, they run what's called a local bill. That's what I heard from Lynn Tipton at the League of Cities. That's also what we heard from the consultant when he gave his speech. So it will, more than likely, if it meets all the requirements, it will go to a local bill, what's called a local bill in Tallahassee. Typically they pass, at which point it becomes your decision at the ballot box. Again, I'm neutral on this. I'm agnostic. I don't own property. I don't own a business here. It will cost more money, no matter which way you slice and dice it. And you just have to decide as the voters whether or not you want to pay that, and also what additional services will it get you. See, that would be my question. Yeah, I promise I'll come back to you. Okay. Oh, excuse me 1 second. As I said, I just spoke to Lynn Tipton. One example of how it will cost you more money, and then you'll understand, because I do my research and I do my homework. Your utility bill right now, you're in the unincorporated county. You have 3 tax and fee items. You've got a franchise fee that goes to the county, you've got a state fee, and you've got one other fee. If incorporation happens, one of the quickest ways for new municipalities to collect revenue is to institute a utility tax. Around the state, it's about 10%. It can be as high as 10%. So you figure what your bill is. That's a new tax. It is extra that you'll be paying. I'm not going to argue. I know that that's a fact, but again, yeah, it's in the feasibility study. Yeah. So I mean, but again, look, I'm not trying to put my thumb on the scale. I'm just speaking reality. They have to levy the equivalent of 3 mills in order to tap into shared revenue. Shared revenue is where they get the big money. In order to do that, they have to raise the equivalent of 3 mills. 3 mills on 3.5 billion is over $10 million. They can do it with ad valorem revenue. They'll do it with utility tax money and new business licenses. Those are the 3 ways they can get it. That's a fact directly from statute. So, I'm going to move forward on that. Ralph Tilney. Assume Perdido City comes to be and gets the lion's share of taxes. How will Escambia County handle the revenue shortfall? Okay, that's a lot of folks don't understand the way this works. If there's an incorporation and the city comes here, the county will still collect its millage, just as we do in the city. You will pay county millage, you will pay your MSBU, because so far as I've been told, there's not going to be a new fire service. So you'll still pay your fire MSBU, you'll still pay your sheriff's MSTU, because so far as I've been told, they're not going to have a police department. They're not going to have schools, so you'll still be paying your school board millage. And then you will pay for whatever else they want, whether it's government light with 5 employees or whatever they do, that has to come from somewhere. You can't get blood from a stone. I just want to make sure that I say that. We're still collecting. That's why I say, as the county commissioner, it actually helps me if this happens. But I want the citizens to be informed, and I want them to know what problem is incorporation solving. If you're not going to have a new fire station, if you're not going to have new schools, if you're not going to have your own police force, if you're not going to have your own zoning, if you're not going to take over the roads, I mean, those are questions you have to answer. And make no mistake about it, I was at that presentation. I had 5 specific questions. They were not answered. They were never answered. Lots of other questions were, but not mine. But please fact check me on all those things that I just said. What helped? Oh, because I can give you Bower Road. You can have Bower Road, you can have all the Canal Street, you can build the on-ramp. Oh yeah, you can take, and that's the other thing too. We're still gonna own the parks. No matter, I mean, if they do their thing, and that's fine. Again, if you all decide that's what you want to do, that's fine. We'll still own the access points. We'll still own all the parks. So far as I know, they don't want the roads, so we'll have the roads. I really want them to take Bower Road, though. I really want you to have Bower Road. Please reconsider that. But that's kind of where I'm at on it, just so you know. Let's see, Mary Strawbridge. What can you or Escambia County do to expand the Perdido effort? What can we do about the Expand Perdido effort. I don't know what that means. Where's Mary? Mary? Okay, what does that mean?
Well, it's kind of like what you're talking about now. Get some of the truth out, it's not really calm.
Okay.
Into meetings and they're glossing things over. I feel like they're not telling us the truth.
Okay, I'm going to paraphrase what she's saying because she doesn't have a mic. She wants to know how we're going to get the whole balanced truth out. She's attended some of the meetings and doesn't feel like all the questions are being answered. Oh, so how can I do that? Well, I mean, I think we have an open forum like this and we answer questions. I don't hide from one of these. You can ask me anything you want to. You can even say you don't like me. I'm going to stand up here and read it. That's the way that works. And I think if you do it that way, right, you don't have these lingering questions. Again, I've sat through, I've very nice presentation, Steve. You know, the sound system's good, it's very comfortable, the stadium seating. But, you know, I did ask five questions, specific ones, and I never got an answer. And I think some folks have felt, so maybe that's something you guys need to do better.
Email my office.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll do that. I'll do that. So that's what we can do. You can email the folks and ask questions. Do your research. Read the state statutes on incorporation. Educate yourself. It's a lot of it's common sense, though. You don't get something for nothing in this life, right? If you want, but hey, that's fine. Look, if you're going to bring in a police force, you're going to bring in a brand new fire station. Hey, I might even sign up for it. But again, what problem are you solving? That's what you have to ask yourself. I mean, and that's what you have to ask these folks. If they're going to make your lives better, are they going to do new ordinances, new codes? Maybe they do it all different. Then, you know, but that's going to be a personal decision from each of you. But I would just tell you, get all the information you can, do the reading, and do your research on that. Either which way, the county still just remember this, the county still gets ours, right? A lot of people think, oh, okay, if we incorporate, we get to keep all that money. No. We keep it, and then you pay extra.
Because we were told
It doesn't work that way.
all the tax revenue that would be in that incorporation
Mm-hmm.
would be taken out of Escambia County and given to that incorporation.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work.
Exactly what we were told.
Yeah. I just want you to know. Well, again, I can just tell you this. Do your independent research. Find a buddy. Here's what I did. My brother lives in the city of Pensacola. I said, give me your electric bill. Look at his electric bill. Look at your electric bill. There's a tax there that you don't have right now that you will have. It will be on your water and on your sewer and on your, I'll get to you. At the very end, I'm going to have a question and answer. You guys can ask me whatever you want. I'm almost through these cards, but we'll do that. Boy, this is going to be a challenge. This looks like kanji. Does anyone know Japanese? I'm kidding. Okay. Is the state planning to continue to upgrade Sorrento Road from Bower to Blue Angel? Yes, we heard the update on that. It's better, but still not safe. How can we be more informed, better about any future larger housing development? You've heard me talk about that. We need to really look at our land development code, make sure there's more notification. I want citizens to know. I will tell you, we had a project